EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Come on, set. Ready?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me.
Yeah. All right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never ducking smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, ballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Any money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrap that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son, I had to make it out. Rest in peace to dope, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
smile thing, sticking if I would ever live inside the background. I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The clearance ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quick as sand with some. On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, I gotta, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta, still gotta. Hey, you must be new here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Ready. 22 needle.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Here's Lance. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
Down.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Red, cycle. Set.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Well, they were coming out of 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Ultra. Go ultra. Opposite. Green. Ready.
Here's a give to Jones running left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On play action, Lance. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now, a third down and 8.
Fight 60. Steal, black.
Ritter back to throw.
Flushed out right.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Ritter. This one complete to Patton. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 6. Mega. Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. This is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Come on,
about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his throw is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. You talk about this Falcon defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back.
Ready.
3rd and 4.
Pause red. Ready.
Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter with it after the play fake. And the catch made. It's Patton. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one is right through. And that will
extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. Jet, jet.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 24, Falcons nothing.
Pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Okay, right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out. Set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
43 rail. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
And Lance will try again on second down.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Cycle. Hut, hut.
Lance looking to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Falcons, nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
52 blocks.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Let's go now.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Cheetah.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Into the hands of London. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Claws red.
Ritter from the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
97.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll roll him out right.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Check, pink. Hustle, hustle. Check.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Jones going to have a Packers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Ready?
They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got some space here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it's a 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Shot, 17.
Now a play fake. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Set.
Now Lance on the bootleg. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 10 yards out. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On the set. 43 rail. Ready.
Here's Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
10 cycles. Fury, yellow. Set.
On play action, here's Ritter. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Drill 52. Set.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On the ball.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Down. Striker 3-3.
On play action, Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Ready. Check view. Set.
Now Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Ready.
Here's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red cycle. Hut, hut.
Ritter now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Trouble 38. Blaster 6. Set.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run.
He's got a man, complete. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this
this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Black swap.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, Seed. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario.